3 reasons I train on PR. When I say I train on PR, obviously it doesn't mean that I try to beat new PRs every time I run. It just means that after a run or after a ride, I will look at my Strava segments and try to see the ones for which I did a PR or a second best. Reason number 3, it allows me to compare with similar runs and similar rides and see if I'm improving or not, if I did pretty well or not in that run or in that ride. It's easier for runs than for rides because, of course, rides you cannot necessarily compare to rides. If you had a headwind in one, a tailwind in the other, obviously you're going to have different times. So you have to take all of that with a pinch of salt, but it still, in similar conditions, you can compare times. It's not because you did a PR this time and you didn't the previous one that this run was really better or this ride was really better than the previous one. But beating your previous PR means that you did something better than the last time you did a PR on this segment. Reason number 2, it makes everything more motivating, more interesting. Training is a long journey. You spend a lot of time running. So doing these intense workouts, the tempo workouts or tempo bike rides, if you're chasing a PR on a specific segment, then it makes the whole ride or the whole run slightly more interesting on that particular segment. Beat the boringness of the whole experience. In that category, it encourages me to try new routes or go back to routes that I haven't done in a while. And of course, since I've progressed, I would be more able to beat some segment PRs. Reason number 1, it's a moral boost. I'm in a 16 weeks journey. I know it's going to be 16 weeks of pain, of questions until race day. And having small joys on the way, and I might have 1 or 2 races on the way if they happen, if COVID doesn't cancel everything. But having these segments, PRs, moral boosts, saying, okay, you did great here. It gives you that extra punch, or at least it gives me that extra punch, allowing me to go further, to go into the next run, to go into the next ride, to go into the next week, and one step at a time, one run at a time, one ride at a time, be closer to becoming an alpha runman, turning from an Iron Noob to an Iron Man.